guys. Happy Tuesday. Shay Newton with Financial Journey here. Today we're talking about IRA beneficiary designations and what happens with that money in those IRAs tax-wise. So, as you may know, the Secure Act put an end to the Stretch IRA. And the Stretch IRA was essentially anybody that inherited the IRA could stretch the distributions out over their lifetime, thus, paying a little bit of tax each year, especially if somebody was 30 years old and, stretched the entire amount over their lifetime. So it was very little in tax money at that time. Well, the Secure Act now has, eliminated the Stretch IRA, and you have to take the money out within 10 years. There's a few exceptions to this rule. Surviving spouse, a minor child who is, under the age of majority, but that 10-year rule starts as soon as they reach the age of majority. Disabled children or disabled people, and a person that's not more than 10 years younger. So besides those, you typically have to empty the account within 10 years. Now, if your beneficiary is your estate and it's not a named person, then you actually have to do it within 5 years. So that could mean more money that you would have to pay in taxes for a traditional IRA. All right, so let's kind of put some numbers to this. Let's say that a 30-year-old beneficiary inherits an IRA from his parent, okay, and it's worth $1 million. And this 30-year-old makes $50,000 a year. So, and we'll also say that he's in Florida, sunny Florida, so he's not paying any state taxes. All right. If he were to take money out every year from the $1 million IRA, and we're being very simple here, we're not going to grow it or anything. We're just going to say he's going to take $100,000 out each year. All right. That coupled with his $50,000 in income is going to net him about $77,000 a year, okay, in after-tax money. So over the 10-year period, that results in $772,860 of the $1 million that is actually, net of tax, because he was, pulling it out each year and not bumping up into those higher tax brackets. So let's say the same 30-year-old beneficiary decides, you know what, I'm just going to take all the money out now in 1 year. Well, that's going to push him up to the highest tax bracket and tax rates, right? So that's going to net him only $656,367 after tax, because he took it all out in 1 year and got into those higher tax rates and had to pay more. So that's a difference of over $116,000. That's pretty significant. And again, it was overly simplistic here. We weren't growing the money or anything like that. So, but this just goes to show you that, there are ways that you can, think about things like tax planning and worrying about your tax brackets when you take money out. So every situation is different, and you have to plan for that. So if you want to check out more and see the numbers over on the blog, go to financialjourneyllc.com. And any questions that you have, feel free to leave a comment and I'll respond to you.